Sonny Corinthos, the kingpin of General Hospital, is involved in dubious criminal dealings at the moment. As for his misdeeds on the ABC soap, they may send him to Pentonville soon. Here's the screenplay for our latest General Hospital video, in which we speculate about whether or not Sonny Corinthos will go to jail. Listen to all of our podcasts about soap opera spoilers right here, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Greetings, viewers of General Hospital. We can't help but worry if General Hospital's Sonny Corinthos will actually end up behind bars. Is it possible that Michael's actions will lead to this? Maybe the Teflon Don won't get caught this time. Let's have a chat about it. Hence, Sonny has earned the nickname Teflon Don, even though someone else already holds that title. Even after decades of criminal activity in Port Charles, Sonny may not go to prison like John Gotti, who was nicknamed the Teflon Don, did. And despite his many arrests, he has only ever served time in prison for a major offense once. He broke out, but then did something that earned him a pardon. Let's have a conversation about it. Even Sonny Corinthos has his limits. He's been detained, but with Diane Miller on his side, anything's possible. His former lawyer, Alexis, has since left the firm, and Diane Miller is now responsible for keeping his arse out of jail. However, he had previously served a life term in Pentonville. Have you forgotten? In November 2014, Sonny was given a life sentence for killing A.J. Quartermain. I don't know if you recall this, but Ava Jerome murdered his fiancée and framed A.J. for the crime. A.J. was an alcoholic who frequently blacked out. A.J. wasn't positive that Sonny's fiancée, Connie Falconeri, aka Kate Howard, wasn't responsible for the crime. On General Hospital, she was just called Kate by everyone. She was slain, and in her final moments, she scrawled the letters A.J. in her blood. As a result, Sonny misread her note as a warning that A.J. Quartermain had just shot her. And if I'm not mistaken, the A.J. in her writing stands for Ava Jerome, and she didn't have a solid alibi. Kate had discovered that Julian Jerome was in town using a false identity. Under a new guise, he had returned to town. In his early days in town, Julian Jerome worked under the alias Derek Wells at a publishing house, but Ava always knew the truth. He was actually her brother, Julian. But she was trying to keep his identity hidden because he had finally returned after so long. Ava knew that Kate Howard was about to spill the beans once she figured it out, so she had her killed. Then, in a bloody message to Ava Jerome, she wrote the initials A.J. Quartermain was a blackout drunk, but Sonny thought it was him. Since he frequently had no idea where he was or what he was doing, he was defenseless against charges. While Ava was keeping Sonny amped up, she had been tampering with his medications, urging him to drink instead of take his tablets, and getting him worked up over A.J., but she knows for sure that Sonny's fiancé wasn't murdered by him. Then she staged an incident to make it appear as though A.J. was about to assault her. And then Sonny took his life. Ava's plan to have Sonny convicted of A. Quartermain's murder and sentenced to life in prison was a success. Leaving Ava alone was a relief, but the outcome was predictable. That was in November of 2014. So, a governor's pardon got Sonny out of jail for good in February 2015. Why did that occur? The haunted star had been hit by a bomb shortly after his jailbreak. He went to the ship after learning it was nearby. Because of the lives he rescued, the governor chose to release him. Sonny's stint in prison is the only time in his long history as a criminal and mob boss on General Hospital, lasting barely a few months at most. Frank Smith had previously escaped from prison, back in 1994. I don't know if Sonny was in jail with Frank when he was shot, or if he was helping Frank break out when he was shot. The only crime for which he was convicted and sentenced to prison was the murder of A.J. Quartermain, which is now conveniently forgotten. It's strange that out of all the things that have disturbed Michael, the fact that his biological father was murdered by Sonny in cold blood seems to rank lowest on the list. So, this is quite unusual. Now, with the help of Dex Heller, Michael possesses the film, the videotape of the pikeman trade. This is a deal involving guns, but we can't help but wonder if there's more to the story. When it comes to Sonny's illicit endeavors, specifics are hard to come by, for the simple reason that he dislikes some things, such as drugs and other stuff. But in the 90s, he was unequivocally a drug dealer. He was the one who introduced drugs to Karen Wexler, and he also ran strip joints and did all these other things. However, the specifics of his illicit operations are currently unknown. Sonny wouldn't be the kind to transport